Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for joining me on another garden episode. This is a two-part video. The first part is with the seed potatoes. So what I did last year was put away some potatoes at the end of the season to try to make my own seed potatoes. I packed them with the silica packet and put them in the refrigerator in a dark fabric pot that's off to the side there. And when I pulled them out in February, this is what they look like. I felt that they needed some time to still produce larger eyes, so I put them back for about another month. And on March 1st, I actually planted them outside. So, disclaimer, it is super early in my area to be doing this. I wanted to see if I put them out early, would they end up rotting in the soil or would they actually continue to grow? Some of them in the month's time that they were inside have substantial eyes that have sprouted from the potato itself, and you can see on these Yukon Gold potatoes what they look like now. Some of them had super long ones, like the Adirondack Red had really long ones. So I'm interested to see if planting them this early in my season has any effect on whether they will grow or not. I still had some really cold days where it was below freezing in my area. I won't be too upset if these end up not surviving at all, but I just want to see if I have the potential to be able to overwinter. And just in the right hand corner there, you see one of the eyes is super long on the red ones, and it seemed that my Adirondack Red had the largest of the sprouts that have come through. What I've planted was 4 potatoes in each bag. I have 3 25 to 30 gallon bags that I put them in. I have Yukon Gold, I have Adirondack Blue, and I have Adirondack Red. And I will check back and update you on what happens with the potatoes after it's been about a couple of weeks. I believe I left off at the end of February, and about a week later on March 5th, this is all of the slips that I have collected from the sweet potato. Some of them have quite a bit of root growth on them, and some seem to have stalled out. And this is why I like to collect as many slips as possible, because not all of the ones that I remove from off of the sweet potato end up producing any roots. So as I kind of figure as many as I can get through that stage, I put them into the soil. So I have the first round of 9 shown here, and as I updated before, they're getting kind of yellowish, which does happen when you put them into the soil, but they're all bouncing back, and I've only lost one so far. About a week later, I noticed that the soil in the most recent transplants was not drying out. And last year I had a problem where my pepper plants didn't dry out, and that stunted the growth, and I didn't have a good sweet pepper haul. So what I'm doing is adding some of the soil from the pots and then adding additional perlite. I didn't want to add sand because I felt that the sand drained too quickly. So I just wanted to add additional perlite, and you can see from the soil blocks coming out, there's hardly any white specks to show that there was any perlite in them. So in an effort to stop any damage and not let it go on too long, because last year that's what I did. I didn't change it until they were 2 weeks like that, and there was just no coming back for those plants. So I mixed in the perlite and then just repotted the soil. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but when I do the potting for my sweet potatoes, I do put some bone meal into the potting mix just to encourage additional root growth, since they are going to be in these pots for about 2 months, maybe 6 to 8 weeks. They're going to end up being in these pots, and as they grow, I will either trim them back to make more cuttings for slips, or I will just let them grow. But this is a quick update on the sweet potato slips and the regular potatoes for what I'm doing. If you've gotten to the end, thank you so much for sticking with me. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching.